This is the #1 key to changing your life, and you can start today.
You are watching a master at work.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Christian Bae TV, where Christ and Culture connects. I pray that you guys are having a wonderful day. We are back with another episode of Baevember, and today's topic is 3 keys to a powerful prayer life. This topic came to me while I was planning Baevember, and I decided to do it in my car because this is one of the places where I love to pray. Like, my 3 favorite places to pray is in the shower, in my closet, and in my car. Like, actually, that's gonna be one of the keys, okay? It's supposed to be 3, but we're gonna make it 4. Find your sweet spot. When it comes to prayer, you have to find your sweet spot. I don't know what it is about the car, the closet, or the shower. Actually, you know, I do know what it is. The thing about a closet, a car, or specifically the shower is #1. Leave in the comments if you ever prayed in the shower. It is top 2 and it's not 2. And what I realize, or what I think it is that these are places that are uninterrupted. And I think that's why the shower is like the #1 place. Because when you think about it, who's bothering you while you're in the shower? Nobody, unless you have kids. And it's just like, even if you have kids, you done gave them to somebody else, like your significant other or their older sibling knows that you're about to take a shower, or they're sleeping. So it's just like your shower time is very intimate, and that is just one place where it's just like no interruptions. So I think that's why the shower is my favorite. But also my car, because I think when you're in a car, right, you're either going somewhere or you're coming somewhere, and people don't know when you pull up outside, or they don't know when you pull off. So it's just like you could take that time to just pray before pulling off, or pray before going in the house. I don't know about y'all, but the shower in the car gonna do it for me every time when it comes to prayer. And then my closet is just like my comfort space. Like, I don't know, it's just, I just love the closet. So that's gonna be the first key to a powerful prayer life. Find your sweet spot. Find your secret place, your sacred place, your sweet spot where you get in the presence of God and you can be uninterrupted. Because it's like when you get in that spot, there's a sense of relief because you know that you're about to meet God there. Like how you feel when you're going on a date with your significant other, when you arrive there, if you're meeting them there, or if you arrive to their house, it's just a feeling that you get. You get that same feeling when you get in that secret spot or that secret place with God. So find your sweet spot when it comes to prayer. Now we're going to get into the 3 that I planned to give y'all before that additional one. And speaking of finding your secret place, make sure you make your way to the 1111 God. Please send me some Godly Friends Girls Night that's happening in Florida. I will be hosting a Girls Night on November 11th. The link for that will be in the description. If you are in the Florida, Miami, West Palm Beach, Boca, Fort Pierce area, Tallahassee, if you got to fly, pull up on me, 1111 God. Please send me some Godly Friends Girls Night. It's happening, and that is a perfect place to pray and ask any questions and just dive deeper in your relationship with God, and also have some fun. Okay, bring your competitive hat because I like to win. Okay, now let's get into the 3 keys. Now, actually, now that I think about it, the first one kind of merges in perfectly with that additional one. The first key to a powerful prayer life is positioning and timing. Positioning meaning the place, right? And the timing. So when it comes to prayer, be intentional with setting aside time to pray. Like, you plan to talk to your friends, you plan to go on a date, you plan when you're going to eat, you plan when you go to work, you plan what time you got to wake up to make it to school. Plan a time to spend in the presence of God. Plan a time to pray, because that will position you. And also that ties into the timing, because if you're just trying to force and make time, you might have to rush or it might be interrupted. But if you plan the time and position yourself for prayer, it also allows you to have more time to be in the presence of God. Because one thing that I realized when it comes to prayer is, like, you don't know how much time you need in prayer until you get in prayer. Okay, presence of God digs up stuff, and it's just like, I didn't even know that that was bothering me. I didn't even know that that was something that I wanted to pray about. I didn't even know that's something I wanted to talk about. I didn't even know that topic was gonna make me cry. I didn't even know I felt like that in regards to it. But in the presence of God, His light reveals to us hidden things. His light reveals to us things that we've been burying, and things that we've been working over or trying to live past and not think about it and push to the back. When you get in the presence of God, He uproots all those things. So this is why the first way to have a powerful prayer life is to position yourself somewhere where you can be uninterrupted, so the flow won't be disturbed. And also make sure you have that timing, because you don't want to rush when you get in the presence of God, because you don't know how much He's going to reveal to you. Not only that, when He reveals it, He's such a good God that He comforts you. He gives you clarity. He gives you revelation. So it's just like, why would you want to rush that? Why would you want to rush your breakthrough? Why would you want to rush your healing? You don't. So put yourself in a position to where you're not interrupted, and also make sure you give yourself enough time so that you don't feel rushed. That's why some people wake up earlier to pray. That way you have at least an hour just to be in the presence of God. I know everybody doesn't have the luxury of just sitting for however long they want in the presence of God like I do. But if you don't, wake up an hour earlier. Give yourself an hour or give yourself 30 minutes. Like, God honors our progress, not perfection. He knows we're not perfect. So whatever time you can set aside, even if you start small and then increase it, just position yourself and give yourself timing to be in the presence of God so that you can really take that time to unwind, and you're not constantly checking your phone or constantly checking the clock or thinking about, oh my gosh, I got to get to work. Oh my gosh, I got to get the kids ready. Oh my gosh, I got to do this. I got to make breakfast. You interrupting the flow with all those thoughts of the things of the day. Wake up and position yourself. Go to your secret place and give yourself enough time to really sit down. Because when you think about it, when we go into the presence of God with prayer, it take at least 15, I don't know about y'all, but it's like it take at least 5, 10, 15 minutes before I can truly unwind, before I can truly exhale in the presence, because I'm so used to living in this world that I carry the things of this world with me. But I have to train myself that when you get in the presence of God, you can leave the things at his feet. When you get in the presence of God, empty out your mind so that you can hear him clearly. If your mind is cluttered, you can't hear. So that takes time to position yourself, to get that free, to get that vulnerable. That takes time. You got to sit in the presence, right? So give yourself time to just sit. At least 5-10 minutes to just sit and start controlling your thoughts. The word says, make your thoughts submit to the word of God. Train your mind. So when you get in the presence of God, now you got to start telling your thoughts, fear, you gotta go. Doubt, you gotta go. Anxiety, you gotta go. Overthinking, you gotta go. Headache, you gotta go. Migraine, you gotta go. That's gonna take about the first 10-15 minutes is you just getting yourself in position to be able to fully be in his presence and not be thinking about things of this world or thinking about your responsibility or thinking about what you're stressing about, but being present in his presence. So the first key to a powerful prayer life is positioning and timing. Position yourself in your secret place and give yourself enough time to unwind and fully be present in his presence. That leads us to the second key to a powerful prayer life, which is vulnerability and transparency. This is not a place where you got to put on. In the presence of God, this morning I was listening to worship, and this song, I was crying. I ain't even gonna care. I was crying. Y'all already know how worship get. But the song that really took me there was the Walls group, Come In. And I listened to the live version here on YouTube, and it's titled Come In. I'll put it in the description. It's titled Come In. And one verse she said, don't even need out my closet, because you already know what's there and you show me that you really do care. So that part is just so good, because she was using a metaphor of cleaning out my closet, like, my past mistakes, ways and things that I got wrong and stuff like that. But she said, I don't need to clean out my closet because you already know what's there. You already know what's there, God. You already know my flaws and my imperfections, right? And she said, and you show me that you really do care. So what that means, you show me that you really don't care. I'm sorry. You show me that you really don't care. And it's either do care or don't care, in a sense of like, I know that you're not perfect, but I still love you anyways. I can't think of what it is right now because I'm too deep into what I'm about to say next, but it's one of those. You really don't care, like you don't care that I'm not perfect, or you do care enough to be here. The part about that song is like, when we get in the presence of God, a lot of times we're thinking about all the things that we've done wrong. We're thinking about the mistakes and the backsliding and where we fell short, and thinking about the worries and what's going to happen next. And I love that song because it's just like, you already know. God already knows that. So that's why the second thing is to be transparent and vulnerable, because he already knows everything that you've done. He already knows what you're going to do next. He already knows that you got it wrong. He already knows your lustful thoughts, your temptation, the way that you cuss, your bad attitude, when you be drinking and smoking. He knows all of that, and he still wants you to come in his presence and spend time with him. He still wants you there. So being that he already knows, you might as well come transparent and vulnerable. Might as well. Because just like Sarah Jake said, God can't bless who you pretend to be. He can't bless it. If you pretend like everything's okay, how can I help you? I can help you. Even if I know I can't help you, but I would much rather help you with you being transparent and vulnerable, with you showing up as your true self. So the second key to a powerful prayer life is to be transparent and vulnerable, because God already knows, and he still wants to use you. He still has a purpose for you. He still has a plan for you. He still has steps that he has ordered for your life. It is not too late for you to get it right. Even if you just got around this morning, it's still not too late. God still loves you. He still cares about what you have to say. And if you position yourself, give yourself time to get in his presence, and you be vulnerable and you be transparent, that is the quickest way to change your life. There's so many videos online about changing your life. If you had the power to change your own life, you would have did it by now. You need God in your life to change your life. This is the number one key to changing your life, and you can start today. Start with your prayer life. Start by getting vulnerable and transparent in the presence of God and saying, God, this is me. This is what I've done wrong. This is how many times I got it wrong. I want to change my life. And he will embrace you. He will not throw it in your face, and he will show you the changes that you need to make. But he can't do that if you're not honest about where you are. He can show you, but if you don't even want to accept where you are, if you don't even want to sit with where you are, if you don't even want to be honest and vulnerable and transparent, what is him showing you a change going to do? You haven't even accepted yet that you need to change. But if you're watching this video, you want to change your life, and you want to start today. And this is the way to start today. Your prayer life. By first, positioning and timing, and second, being vulnerable and transparent. The third and final key to a powerful prayer life and changing your life is releasing. Releasing. The third and final key is releasing. There ain't even no other word out there. Just release. You're going to have to release. You're going to have to accept the fact that if you could change your own life, if you can make your own decisions, then you would have done it by now. But the fact that you're watching this video, the fact that you've reached this point in your life where you realize I need to make a change, that means that on your own, you can't figure this thing out. On your own, you can't get you to where you want to be. So that means you're going to have to let somebody else step in that can, because you already tried it your way, right? So that comes with releasing. You're going to have to release control. Get in the presence of God, be vulnerable, be transparent, and also decide to release control. And if you were to get in the car with me and I positioned myself here and I gave us enough time to talk, and then I was honest and vulnerable and transparent with you, and I'll let you know, hey, I really don't know how to get there. I done been driving in circles. I done been trying this thing out over and over again, and I just can't figure out how to get to my destination. And you were to say to me, I can take you to your destination. I know exactly how to get there. If I'm releasing, the only way that I'm going to get there is I will have to release control and let you drive. That's the only way that I can get there. I'm going to have to release control and let you drive, or I'm going to have to release my own personal navigation and let you tell me when to go, when to stop, when to turn, when to reverse, when to U-turn. I will have to let you either take the wheel or direct me on what to do with the wheel. But regardless of what route you decide, and it's up to you. It's up to the person that has the answers how it's going to go. So that means in one season, it can be God driving the wheel and you have to completely take your hands off. Or in another season, it can be him telling you, okay, slow down. Okay, now turn. Okay, speed up. But it's up to him what's happening in what season, right? But the common denominator in both seasons is I have to release my want to be in control. I have to finally accept that I don't have the answers on how to get to the best version of me. I don't have the answers on how to get to my destiny. I don't have the answers. So I'm either going to let him drive the boat. I'm either going to let God drive and take my hands. Because if he's trying to steer the wheel and I'm trying to steer the wheel, I'm going to crash out. I'm going to crash out. So that means I'm either going to have to let him take the wheel and just sit and wait and be still and know. Or I'm going to have to say, okay, so do I go now or do I wait? Okay, left turn or right turn? Straight or back? U-turn? I'm going to have to keep checking in and stay consistent with my prayer life. Stay consistent. And what is prayer? Prayer is just a conversation with God. That's all it is. Just like this. What we doing today, God? Am I going straight? All right. Am I staying home today? Am I making a right? Okay. Am I starting a business today? Am I writing a book today? Am I starting a podcast today? What we doing today? It's a conversation with God. But you must release your control. You must release your will. You must release your plan. And it's not that God does not want to do anything that you like. He knows the desires of your heart. So just because you're releasing your plan doesn't mean you're losing your plan. It just might look different. But you have to be okay with releasing. If you really want to change your life, you have to be okay with releasing control and allowing God to either take the wheel or direct you while you hold the wheel. But you're gonna have to release. All right, so those are the 3 keys to a powerful prayer life to change your life, where you can start doing them today at no cost. You don't need to go buy another book. You don't need to research another video. This is the key. Make your request known to God. Pray and ask God to reveal his will and his purpose for your life, and watch the way that your life begins to change. I pray that this video helped you. I pray that you're enjoying Baevember. We are doing 30 days. How many days in November? 30 or 31? We doing a video every day in November. That's all I know. That's all I know. We doing a video every day in November. So if it's how many days? 30 days in November. It's 30 days in Baevember. So I don't know what number video this is, but thank you so much for watching another Baevember video. Make sure you watch all 30. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment your favorite part. And come back tomorrow to see the next topic or the next video or what we doing. Because it's just a whole lot of... It's just a whole lot of glowing up. That's what we doing. It's a whole lot of glowing up God's way, okay? Praying our way to success and staying on our face and in the presence of God. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching another episode of Baevember. Make sure you click the link in the description if you would like to attend the 11/11 God. Please send me some godly friends girls night. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.